In this video, we'll discuss Spark regressions using UnifyML SQL. Now, let's see a simple generalized linear regression, GLR, using a UnifyML query. Here, we execute our Spark GLR function using UnifyML SQL. Spark GLR function. Input table. Specify your input table. Input columns. Define the required input column names. Target column. Specify the target column to be predicted. Family, set the value for the family parameter. Link, set the value for the link parameter. Hyperparameter tuning. There are two types of hyperparameter tuning: train validation and cross-validation. Additional hyperparameters. Maximum iterations. Maxiter defines the number of iterations. Regularization parameter, regparam, specifies the regularization strength. Variance power, set the parameter for variance power. The train model is saved for future predictions using Spark Generalized Linear Regression. There are many more parameters available in the GLR function. You can refer to our UnifyML documentation for details. Additional parameters. Input data types. If you need to change column data types, specify this parameter. Training sample size defines the split ratio for training and test datasets. Parallelism enables parallel computation. Number of folds specifies the number of folds for training and test dataset separation. Partition column defines the column used for partitioning. PCA model. If you want to apply PCA, mention the input PCA model name. Save model stores the train model for future use. Data cleaning. There are 4 methods to clean datasets: remove rows, remove duplicates, remove outliers, and fill with values, used for replacing null or specific values in data. Data scaling. There are 4 scaling methods: min-max scaler, standard scaler, normalizer, and binarizer. For min-max scaler, specify the minimum and maximum values. Input cache ID. If data is previously saved in the cache, use the input cache ID instead of the input table name. Bytes per chunk. Defines chunk size for data processing. These are all the input arguments required for Spark Generalized Linear Regression. Specify the necessary parameters as per your requirements. Now let's run this query. The query executes in the back end of our UnifyML server. Output metrics. The output includes MSE, mean squared error, MEI, mean absolute error, RMSE, root mean squared error, our superscript 2 value, accuracy, intercept, coefficient for each column, null deviance, residual degrees of freedom, AICA KICA information criterion, and saved output model name. Spark Generalized Linear Regression predict. Input table. Define the input table for prediction. Input model. Specify the previously saved GLR model. There are additional parameters available for prediction. Data cleaning. 4 methods are available: remove rows, remove duplicates, remove outliers, and fill with values, used to handle missing or modified data. Data scaling. There are 4 scaling methods: min-max scaler, standard scaler, normalizer, and binarizer. For min-max scaler, specify the minimum and maximum values. Input cache ID. If prediction data is previously stored in cache, specify the input cache ID instead of the input table name. Saving the predicted output. Save to DB stores the prediction output in a database. Override output table. If the output table already exists, set this Boolean parameter to true to overwrite. Save to CSV. Saves the predicted dataset to a CSV file by specifying the CSV name and bytes per chunk. These are all the required input arguments for generalized linear regression prediction. Specify your input arguments based on the dataset and prediction requirements. Now let's run this query. The query executes in the back end of our UnifyML server. Output metrics. The prediction output includes input columns and predicted column values. Using this method, you can apply Spark Generalized Linear Regression for any dataset based on your requirements. Thank you for watching this video.